Welcome all, Dax here. I just finished watching the Pokemon presentation and I have some thoughts. Specifically, this is about the new Pokemon Scarlet and what is the other one? Scarlet and Violet, that's what it is, yep. Kind of a weird name choice, but that's what we're going with. But yeah, so I'm still working on my Arceus review, which is kind of cool with that new update, but with this being about Scarlet and Violet, let's just get straight into it. So first of all, we have is this Gen 9? I don't know. I think it is. From what I understand, it is. On a visual level, it honestly doesn't look that great. I mean, but that's not like crazy considering the last two games. To be fair, this is not final footage, but with that said, it still is a little rough and I don't have a whole lot of faith it's going to look significantly better. My main issues that I wish they would just resolve is with textures and pop-in. The ground and rocks looking like a paste on. And then there's a lot of pop-in Arceus and in Sword and Shield that's really distracting. I mean, honestly, if they just fix these two things, I will be more than content. It doesn't have to be the best looking game ever, but as of right now, it definitely looks a little rough around the edges. As far as direction, it's kind of interesting. It makes me think of like Spain. That's my guess. I've narrowed it down between Spain and Italy, but I'm going with Spain for a couple reasons. Number one, there's a desert area featured, which I don't know much about geography, but I believe that there's more desert in Spain than there is in Italy. I'm pretty sure this is Spain. I don't know, it might be Spain. It might be Italy, but I think it's Spain. There's also a strong emphasis on the colors, red and yellow, like the outline of the words. So that's like the flag of Spain. I might just be projecting here. The last thing I'll say why I think it's Spain and not Italy is if it was Italy, they would for sure have Venice in there. There's no way that they would not have a Venice-like city featured in the trailer if it was Italy. So yeah, I've settled it. It's officially Spain. It does look like it is an open world, which makes sense considering how successful that has been in Sword and Shield as well as Arceus. And you can also tell it's open world just because with these wide shots, it's kind of rough, the visuals, so that's how you know. I am interested to see how much they've learned from their other two games to see if they can make a more lively open world. I mean, catching and battling is obviously fun in Arceus, but it's a little lifeless, so hopefully they can address that here. So just a little bit of polish would go a long way. I am kind of concerned though, just because of how quickly they're churning around these games. I mean, Arceus just came out this last month, and then they're going to have this game out by the end of this year, and I'm assuming this is Game Freak, so that's a crazy, turnaround time for a new game, especially if this is supposed to be Gen 9. And the assets don't exactly scream new, so I'm assuming they're recycling the same assets. I don't know, is this even considered Gen 9 at that point? I don't know, but again, I'm a little concerned. I mean, I think they're just seeing dollar signs left and right with all these different games, because it's been a long time since we've had games pushed out this frequently. I think they're just seeing the success of the Switch, and they're just, every game they put out is gold. So I'm a little concerned about that, but I'm going to be cautiously optimistic going in. One of the few things we do know is about the starters. So there is a grass cat, a fire alligator, and a water duck. Kind of an interesting combo. I wonder if they're going to stick to single typings like they brought back last generation, or if they're going to do any dual typings, like maybe I don't know what the cat would be, but maybe the alligator could be like a ground fire type, and the duck could be a flying water. I'd have to kind of look at how these match up together. It would be kind of interesting, but I mean, as far as design and on a looks level, I mean, they look fine. There's been so many different starters over the years, it's like, they kind of all look samey to me, but these look solid. I don't think they look particularly bad. The fire alligator I could totally see being a pretty epic final evolution, which is what I usually do base my decision off of, is what their finals look like. Going over the trailer a few times, I've watched it probably 3 times now, once in slow motion. There isn't anything crazy as far as details to give away. The only thing I did notice is that you can kind of see bits and pieces of the map, which again kind of looks more like Spain, but that the map's not an indicator of that. They generally tend to be their own thing. But yeah, it seems like this game's pretty early in development. again, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I'm also not going to get my hopes up too high that this is going to be the best visual, stunner. I just don't see how they can pump out such a quality game in such a short amount of time. So let me know if I've missed anything in this little brief video. There's not really a whole lot to go off of, but this is definitely going to be exciting when it does come out. But yeah, there you go. Pokemon Scarlet and... I already forgot again, what was it? Scarlet and Violet, yep. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet coming out sometime later this year. Probably just in time to make a lot of money for Christmas. But leave your thoughts down below and feel free to leave me a like as well. Appreciate you for watching, and until next time, see ya.